It has been officially certified by the global venture capitalist that the price of XRP will start to increase toward 11,789 BULK. This is as a result of the fact that the XRP ledger is going to start allowing the tokenization of real estate worth 654 BULK 39 trillion with its partner RealFi. In case you were unaware, RealFi has made this announcement in an official capacity as they get closer to the launch of the RealFi ecosystem that will be constructed on top of the XRP ledger. The company's objective is to tokenize the 654 BULK 39 trillion real estate market that will be on the XRP ledger. In terms of confirming that the XRP ledger is capable of handling over 654 BULK 39 trillion in transaction volume in a smooth manner, they have officially finished and successfully finished the mass-scale testing of the XRP ledger. That unquestionably passed. In addition, they have disclosed that the RealFi team has engaged in conversations and had meetings with the Ripple team during the course of the development of RealFi over the course of the past 2 years in order to explore the technical capabilities of XRP ledger. RealFi is developing this powerful system on the most powerful technology, which is the XRP ledger, and these insightful talks gave greater insight into the XRP ledger. They also emphasized how RealFi is engaging in innovative construction of this powerful system. They have even provided evidence that they are actually connected to the Ripple team, as evidenced by the fact that they have met with them, as you can see in this situation. The fact that their ecosystem and the beginning of the tokenization will be revealed on June 7, 2025 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time (EST) is what makes things even more bizarre. This is the day that the Real token, which is native to the RealFi ecosystem, will officially launch for Phase 1. Additionally, the supply will be limited to only 100 million tokens, which will mark the beginning of a strategic rollout for the tokenization of the trillions of dollars, over 600 trillion global real estate market onto the XRP ledger. This could potentially result in the price of XRP skyrocketing to between $10,000 and $35,000 per XRP. Additionally, there are a number of analysts who have practically covered everything that we are discussing in the video that we are presenting today. One of these experts has covered the fact that the price of $10,000 to $35,000 per XRP with worldwide scalability is approaching and will almost certainly occur. In addition, they make use of the fact that the co-founder of XRP and the co-founder of Ripple Labs himself made a public announcement which stated that XRP was built to be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people and that it was supposed to be purchased for $10,000. If you want to get your hands on any XRP, now is the greatest moment to do it, because you can obtain it for free. Through a collaboration with Apple, we are providing free XRP to each and every individual who is watching this video. All that is required of you is to give the video a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Additionally, you will need to enroll in Apple by using the link that I provide in the description and complete a transaction. The entire procedure takes a little under 5 minutes to complete. Every single individual who watches this video and performs it will receive up to $100, which will allow you to purchase even more XRP. This is so that you may receive even more money. Therefore, not only are you going to get back the XRP that you purchased as a result of the transaction, but you are also going to get $200 to buy even more XRP. Alternatively, if you do not like to purchase cryptocurrency and you need to cash out that money, you are able to do so without incurring any fees. After all of that has been spoken, I am quite certain that I want you guys to carry it out, and then we can immediately begin the video. $10,000 in total. The price has been decided upon, and it has been validated not only by the Chief Executive Officer and the entire team, but also by a number of financial institutions and even central banks located all over the world. One of them is the United States of America, which just made the announcement that XRP will bridge all of the money and that banks will immediately start utilizing XRP. As a matter of fact, they went so far as to provide organizations such as BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo the go-ahead to proceed with the use and acquisition of XRP for its consumers and clients. And more recently, President Donald Trump of the United States of America signed an executive order to replace the existing system of the Federal Reserve of the United States with a new updated one that will contain blockchain technology and most likely Ripple Labs. Even the major institutions are now making an effort to steer clear of the XRP ledger because it is increasing to the point where it is managing an excessive amount of transactions. As an illustration, the Bank of America, which is the largest bank in the United States, has begun working with Revo to implement XRP use for payment purposes. This has been verified, and a number of papers have been published in conjunction with this. To add insult to injury, the largest bank in Europe, HSBC, was interested in utilizing XRP for the purpose of facilitating speedier international payments. To reiterate, we are not yet finished. The head of the European Central Bank, Christina Lagarde, has made the announcement that the digital euro would be introduced between the months of October and October 2025. Additionally, Ripple will be utilized to assist in the process of onboarding the digital euro. The digital euro will be powered by XRP, which will be created on the XRP ledger. This is it, validated and verified once more over and over again. This results in the presidency being set at $10,000 per XRP of value. However, one thing that you have seen is that the XRP ledger ecosystem is getting authorized, rather than the XRP digital asset itself. This is something that you have noticed. For instance, the CTF token, which is the largest DVR token on the XRP ledger, is another important token that deserves special attention. Also, there have been a great deal of rumors concerning it. I mean, the market has been optimistic for quite some time. It is something that everyone has been discussing. I mean, there have been a number of analysts who have predicted that the price of the CTF token will skyrocket to an extremely unreasonable level. Similar to this particular instance, they anticipate that the price of CTF might go from 30 cents to 598 cents, each token of CTF. The reason for this is that the CTF token is the largest DeFi token that is currently present on the XRP ledger, and the fact that it has formally onboarded a number of organizations, such as the one that you guys can see on the official page for the Cryptocurrency Training Fund, which is the foundation for how blockchain-generated payment works. Additionally, it is shown here at the bottom that they have truly collaborated and onboarded with organizations such as Amazon, CryptCity, and Walmart. And more recently, on June 23rd, they are going to formally unlock a big real estate firm that will now be onboarded as well. This company is going to be named the Mac in Dubai. Without a doubt, something that is quite bullish. There is a perfect opportunity for you to enter while you still have the chance to do so. Having said that, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not a financial advisor. I am simply conducting study currently. However, the idea behind this is that a large number of organizations are making the transition to using the XRP ledger. The Crypto Trading Fund is one of the most valuable decentralized tokens on the XRP ledger. However, the real token is something that is forthcoming on the XRP ledger, and is set to open the door to a gigantic industry that is worth multiple trillions of dollars. There have been a lot of reports that the real token will actually skyrocket from $0, which is right when it debuts, to over $10 overnight. I'm going to demonstrate you guys that this is going to happen immediately after it launches. In addition, this is due to the fact that the sale of the genuine token is the most important thing, as it is the key to unlocking a market worth multiple trillions of dollars. Your second point is that you are only talking about a total supply of 100 million units that was released during the first phase, which is a negligible amount when you consider the bigger picture here. The demand for this token is quite high, and the quantity of money that it is enabling is really high as well. In fact, this token has one of the lowest supply levels. Also, we are discussing the phenomenon of globalization. In real time, they are tokenizing real estate and other assets that exist in the actual world. Moreover, other individuals have confirmed this, stating that the overnight price of XRP is anticipated to be above 10,000, having gone from a value of $0 to $10. Specifically, each and every individual, and once more, this is a tenfold increase. This means that you have the ability to make $10 for every $1 that you spend. In other words, if you invest $100, you might potentially earn thousands of dollars. If you invest $1,000, you might easily make $10,000 to $20,000. And if you put in something like $10,000, you are now looking at $100,000. Because of this, there is the possibility that individuals might make millions of dollars. Because of the debut of the pre-sale, we are talking about millions of dollars in a single day. This is something that is just ridiculous. That being said, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I am simply conducting research, but this is a very significant matter. When it comes to the XRP ledger, this is without a doubt the most significant wealth transfer that I believe we are going to witness in the whole history of the XRP ledger. My point is that this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to create money that will be passed down from generation to generation for a project that is expanding on a tremendous scale. I mean, when I initially seen this, and once we saw this, it was sitting over 1,000 followers, I suppose. To reiterate, it was not yet